And I've always been the type of person, and I'm still the type of person that I like to write everything down. I mean, everything. I'm writing down every single month. I still do this, right? With the bills.
Right.
I'll write down every single bill. I'll write down the amount. I'll write down the total of all of these bills, the amount in our bank account. I know the deposits coming in. I know the money that's coming out. I'm like, hey, don't swipe that today. So I've always been that type of person, just real kind of, what do they call it? A. I think they call it A or something like
Type
that.
A.
Type A.
Yeah.
I've always been that type of person. So, and Marcus is a little bit different. And I'll let y'all know, or he'll let you know how he was with money. But it's not getting in a person's business to know how they spend their money is very important, especially when you talk about the scary thing that most people are completely against, having a joint account together, right? For some people, that just gives them like the chill. Some people are terrified of marriage for that one reason.
Absolutely.
Having a joint bank account, when in reality it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You just have to really monitor it, especially if a person has loose spending habits. All right. So go ahead and tell them how you were before the marriage with your money.
I love it. See, marriage and money, they definitely go hand in hand. A lot of times people shy away from the money, and they don't like to discuss it because they didn't grow up discussing it at the dinner table, because most cases people didn't have much money to even discuss, but that doesn't stop you from wanting to discuss money, or it doesn't eliminate the fact that you should discuss money. See, me, before actually getting married, I was getting good money and I was single, no kids. So I was just kind of spending the money. All of the bills were always paid on time. Credit was in good shape. But as it relates to splurging or going out of town, I did it. I ain't have any financial direction. I was just making the money, spending it, making it back, spending it, making it back, spending it. Everything was intact. I was, happy, and that was that. But then later we ended up getting exposed to some stuff that let us know, look, you need to give your money some direction. You need to, give your money some assignments. And it's money that you may have been making and spending that could have grown into a fortune or grown into some wealth. So I got exposed to some stuff, and we basically got exposed to it at the same time and embraced it. But we both had our own spending habits to the point where all of the bills were getting paid. And, we were putting ourselves in a good position to have great credit and certain things, to where when we got into the marriage, it wasn't like we had a lot of debt that we had to worry about. It wasn't that we had a lot of financial burdens that were heavy, too heavy for us to carry. We didn't have student loans, which was a great thing, because plenty of people have 5, even 6 figures of student loan debt. So we didn't have those big issues, but it was just great that we got exposed and we accepted some knowledge that taught us how to give our money direction. That's important. So we were making money, spending it, saving it a little bit here and there. But when we started getting empowered by the financial education that we pour out to the world, that's when the game changed, right?
Yes, when that platform was introduced to us, we weren't in bad places, financially.
Right.
We were doing pretty good, like he said, individually. Bills were paid. We were just blowing money. I mean, I remember one time, and I look back on this like, why in the world? I spent like over $1,000 on this guy for Christmas. And I was like, just random stuff. And I'm like, why did I spend that much money? But again, we were just splurging a lot. And he was in and out of town a lot. But I'm not talking about in and out of town on business. I'm talking about kicking it. Like kicking it. And so we had to really get a handle on what we do outside of paying those bills, because it's cool to be young. It's cool to have fun. We still have a ton of fun. We still blow a little bit of money, believe it or not, but we have things that are priority for us now before we start blowing money, like investing our money, savings, emergency funds, the kids. I'm so excited that we, put deposits in their bank accounts. We have twins, for those who don't know, and we have bank accounts for them that we put deposits in. So we have priorities now. And then, the money that we have left over, we are hotel junkies, okay? So we might go out of town and just book a hotel, or we might stay in the States and just get a hotel, or do something fun with the kids. But again, we had to really get a handle on our money, and just learning this, before the kids. I kind of fast forwarded to the kids, but before the kids, we were able to use the strategies that we learned and now teach all over the nation. Use the strategies and pay off the debt that we did have, because even though we didn't have student loans, I had a credit card.
Right.
And I was swiping that thing too, y'all.
Yeah.
I had a credit card, so I had a little bit of debt. But it positioned me to, and we were both pretty smart. We had scholarships in college and things like that. For whatever reason, neither of us finished college, right?
College dropout.
Instead, it didn't work with my work schedule, right? So again, another reason why you have to really have those finances in order, because some people can just take off of work, or just quit their job and just solely go to school. Okay. But that was not the position that we wanted to take, because we did not want to get a loan. Okay. We wanted to pay out of pocket or get a grant or get some scholarship money. That was just us. Don't really know where we learned that from, but that was us. But the principles that we learned, are still learning, and that we teach all over the nation positioned me to be able to go to fashion design school and pay completely out of pocket.
Yes.
Completely out of pocket. And then on top of that, and I graduated. So even though I didn't graduate college with, the degree, I graduated fashion school, you guys. So I'm a fashion designer. And then on top of that, we were able to, for the year that we were planning our wedding, we didn't go into any debt. We paid for our wedding 100% out of pocket. Everything, the venue, everything. I've designed my own dress, but we did not go into debt at all. And our rings, right?
Absolutely.
No debt. Everything out of pocket, because we made a simple shift. We invested in ourselves, and we were presented with the platform that you see us blasting on our Facebook page that we talk about every single radio show.